Namaste, this is Bhavani, founder of nurture5. Our special guest today on this podcast is 85-year-old Sudha Ji, young and energetic and nature lover. I would like to start our podcast with her quote. Tending to nature is my way of expressing my spirituality. Since we are part of nature, it's only fair that we do something to look after it, she says. So I would like to introduce Mrs.Sudha Pai, who has been called India's waste warrior woman, waste wonder woman, waste management warrior, Swachh crusader, is an ardent lover of nature, and she nurtures beautiful forest-like gardens around her home. She started with the mottos from garbage to gardens, and garbage is my responsibility. My garbage is my responsibility. And now she inspires countless people from her community, city which is Pune, and other parts of India. I live thousands of miles apart from her, yet her work reached me by an online article. I got impressed and inspired. I went and met her in her residence in Pune. Even at the age of 85, she continues to create garden, green beauty around her. She teaches waste management, writes blogs at this age. Just imagine, maintains Facebook page and trains from children to adults, showing how even a single individual can help protect the environment. So I wanted to share her work, her movement and success with all of you through this podcast so that we all can learn from her. I'm really honored to have you here, Mrs. Sudha Ji, on my nurture5 YouTube channel. Thanks for accepting my request and spending time with me with this podcast. Let's all welcome Sudha Ji. Namaste again. There are so many problems we face, like poverty, illiteracy, inequality, and so on. Why is the environment is so important to you?
The environment is so important because all these problems which you have mentioned, they get aggravated with a situation like unhygienic conditions and lot of pollution by air, pollution in the air, and not clean drinking water. The air is polluted by the vehicles like cars and the petrol and diesel, and water is contaminated by industrialists throwing their effluents in the water. And we have seen in Bangalore froth coming up in water. What else can it be? It can be only
that's very, a proof.
In fact, very undrinkable water. You know, you cannot drink that water and be.
Where did you start this movement? Tell us your journey.
This is about now. It is about 43 years ago.
Okay.
When my husband retired from the National Defense Academy in 1978.
Okay.
And we had to leave that place, which was maintained very nicely by the Defense.
Yeah, Defense Academy, yes.
Defense Academy. And we had no problem of garbage or unhygiene surroundings there. And sometimes I wish some discipline is necessary for this. It is not the strictness or this what you call. We have to be a little disciplined in this area, where we can if we want, if we have a will to do it, we can achieve it. And that's why. And when we moved to Pune, from there I found the situation was so bad. I could not imagine that we can be living in fields like this. You know, and I felt that I asked myself these questions. I said, what can we do remove this situation, to improve this situation? We have to do something about it. And the corporation, even though they are appointed by the government and all the activities they are supposed to do, they are also not bothered. A system which is ignored by every system,
Yes.
government, even people
Hmm.
who are living, they also don't seem to be bothering. They walk through the waste, they
Exactly.
walk through the filth, and they attend their own
Activities,
problems.
regular
That
activities.
is something which I felt we should not be a party to that, and we should do something about this as much as we can. We cannot change the world, but we can do a little bit, which is like a drop in an ocean. That also create a little ripples. So I thought, what can I do about it? Then I was thinking, I cannot do anything outside my premises because I have no authority to do it, because all these systems are decided by their own standards,
Yes,
and
yes.
I cannot be a party to that, and don't have that spirit of burning buses and fighting and
Do the demonstrations and agitation.
shouting slogans and all that.
Yes,
And that is not going to solve our problem.
yes.
I thought, let me do something for myself and see that it can show others and change their mindset and see what we can do. So I thought of instead of throwing the wet waste outside, I thought of converting into compost
Mhm.
and using it for my.
Tell us how you manage your waste and what are the types of composting do you do at home? I have seen it, but for the audience.
Okay. The best composting, if you are living on a ground place, is vermicompost.
Okay.
That is a natural way of composting. And if you are living in a flat, you can use there are other two processes like bioculture and EM solution. These two processes I am using both on my balconies also. Bioculture can be used without soil, only waste can be used, and the plants can be planted in that. And EM solution only flourishes these all these microbes in the soil.
So, how do you make bioculture and
On my balconies.
okay, okay.
Uh,
So
and
what is the
on the ground, I use vermicompost.
okay? So what do you do, Auntie, when you say bioculture? What exactly you're doing?
Bioculture is works on waste only.
Okay.
There is no need for soil. It is available in the market.
Okay.
It is not homemade.
Uh-huh.
Homemade compost is made only from earthworms.
Okay. Okay.
And these other two processes, this medium is available in the market.
Okay. So you're buying the culture and then
it is just a one-time investment.
okay.
After that, the microbes take over, and they create um, uh, fertilizers by their own actions in the waste. And that is how it grows. And there is no need for soil. You have to just put some dry leaves, and over that all the kitchen waste, again cover it with dry leaves by layers. And for 9 square feet of area, you need 2 kilos of this thing, bioculture.
Okay, okay. Uh-huh. And you add the bioculture and you mix it and you prepare a
Mix
base.
it, just spread it on the waste.
Okay, okay. I'll ask
That is how, and then don't have to worry about it. By itself, it will get composed, and the plant also will grow we don't have to wait for the compost to happen and then plant the plant.
There you go.
It happens, but the process is available in the market.
But we can use the same culture next time for another plant.
Same culture can be used. It is just one-time investment.
One-time investment.
And that helps. Actually, it is one-time investment which takes care of the whole lot of waste,
Okay.
That is how it works. And I am happy with it because I didn't spend so much. As per she has got a write-up for how to, Nirmala Lathi is the person who is supplying this waste, this medium.
Okay.
And he gives the know-how also, know-how how to prepare the beds for the plants. And that she all gives in a write-up how to do it.
I'll share that details in the description so that audience can take a look at.
Her name is Nirmala Lathi.
Nirmala Lathi.
She is the only one who is supplying so far.
Okay.
Others are also supplying, but I have not used others.
Okay.
But her medium I have used, and I am very happy about it.
Okay.
And once in a way, to accelerate the process, you can put some cow dung on that. That cow dung is also organic, so you can put little cow dung over that, and the trees get a little boost from that.
What is the other microbe solution, Auntie? This is bioculture.
A Japanese technology.
Okay.
Which is made here also in India, somewhere in Dehradun or somewhere. Okay. It's a process which is a lengthy process. We have to create the from the original solution. We have to create. There are 3 steps. One is the original. Second step is the EM2, which is made from rice wash.
Okay.
Water you use for washing rice is put in a bottle, and this original solution has to be put 2 tablespoons in 1 liter of water.
Okay.
2 tablespoons only, and then 2 tablespoons of sugar to convert it into a fertilizer type. And this has to be kept for 1 week, depending on the weather. If the weather is cool, then you have to keep it for 10 days so that it gets ready to be used for the next step, that is EM3. EM3 is prepared from EM2.
Okay. You take that culture.
Since EM2 is a diluted version, instead of 1 tablespoon, you have to put double that.
Okay.
In EM3. EM1, you have to use 1 tablespoon.
Okay.
And EM3, you have to use 2 tablespoons. And sugar, the same amount, 2 tablespoons.
Okay.
And that also you have to wait for. That takes the whole process. You have to wait for 15 days to complete.
It gets fermented.
So, after that, you have to use this solution in the garbage, where you collect the garbage. Depending on the quantity of the garbage, it will not do much harm, even if it is a little extra. It will be just absorbed by the thing. And then you use this solution in the garbage, mix it with the garbage, and you can just throw the garbage near the trees. Just about 6 inches, a circle created by 6 inches. Along that, you put this thing and cover it with the dry leaves. Within 15 days, you will not know what you have thrown there.
Wow, that is very quick.
It gets compost, and the trees, and no pests also come. You can use it on pests also, diluted version of EM, and it is available. The write-up is also available in the market.
Okay.
So when you buy this EM solution, they will give you the method of using it also.
Okay.
And that works. Even spraying on the plants also.
Yeah, that's my next question. That is my next question, because we all wonder and struggle every day. Even though we do wanted to grow our own food in the balconies, but because of the pests, people get discouraged. So that is my next question. I'm coming.
I don't have a single pest in my garden.
Yeah, that's a wonder I would like to know today.
When people ask me, a little bit of humor, people ask me, I am the pesticide for them. Earthworm vermiculture is the best out of all. Even on the terrace, you can do it in a pot. You can put a little soil because they live in soil.
It needs soil too.
They need soil. So you have to put a layer of soil to create a what you call a virtual reality of soil ground in the pot. And then start using it as if you are using it on the ground. Here I am using it on the ground. I have got 3 pits made. I will send you the photographs. That when one gets full, it takes 2 months for the fertilizer to happen. So when one gets full, in 2 months, you start the other one. And that will take 2 months. So by then this will be ready. So it can alternately, every month you can get the fertilizer. So I alternately, that method I found out myself, it is the best way to do it. Every month I can use this fertilizer. And that is very good. Nitrogen rich fertilizer for that is natural. You know, it is nature has provided.
Yes, we are not doing anything.
One more line, if it is extra, I would like to add that line. Nowadays, the earthworms are also not allowed to live their lives. Everything is invented, everything is completed. They poor creatures, they do so much for the nature.
Yes.
They are not allowed to flourish or live. They are all covered by nature, this cement and concrete. These are the things we should remember to avoid all these problems.
Actually, we don't need to intervene with the nature. Nature can do so much. We just need to give a space for the nature and observe and learn.
Nature has provided us even this fertilizer process also. How they are doing it, you know. So interesting to watch them. I teach the small kids, you know.
Your home is self-sufficient, like Gandhi's dreamt about self-sufficient villages. When I visited, I was really wondered how you can grow guava and custard apple, papaya, and then the ground floor mangoes, jackfruit, and avocado, and so on. So these fruit trees, at the same time, I have seen creepers, all the gourds, ridge gourd, bitter gourd, and leafy vegetables, and other leafy vegetables and the actual vegetables on the terraces without soil, without grow bags, without drums. So that is naturally you're growing. My main question which bothers me, that how you control the pests, at the same time how you water them, and how you take care of the pollination, and at the same time flowering stage and root diseases, and that the fruiting stage. So at different stages we see different bugs, different pests. So how do you take care of the root as well as the leaves and fruits and flowers? So this is what the audience wants it, and I would like to know. So how you...
Many people have asked me that, but I don't have. But that is fine. I may be doing the proper things to avoid that. But people have to be told what to do when they get white flies. You know, that is the common pest which attacks this hibiscus and custard apple. This white flies, mildew, that is called. That solution for that is cow urine. Cow urine.
Okay.
Cow urine, 100 ml of cow urine, dilute it into 1 liter of water. 900 ml water, dilute it, and spray it on the plant in the morning.
Okay.
And by evening, all the pests will be gone.
Okay.
That works so well. So that works so well. And they never come for a long time after that.
Okay.
And if you have cow urine, once in a way you dilute it and put it on the near the roots also. Nothing will happen. And it just come actually from the ground to the top.
Okay.
You know. Yeah. So, and they create a very sweet some jelly type of thing, and the ants come.
Ants comes, yeah. That's
so
how
ants come
ecosystem.
it is a cycle of all pests, all cycle of pests like ants and this
Exactly.
thing and everything.
They help with each other.
Cow urine, people who are seeing this video, they can try it and tell them to come back to you if you are successful in doing all that. We have to see that people are really practicing these things. Otherwise, just seeing the video and forgetting about it is not the solution for anything. So I feel that we have to be a little more, more showing more interest in them than with us.
Exactly.
I don't have any pests in my garden. And another thing is growing bougainvillea plants. That Takara, Mr. Takara, Japanese. Seeing my work, he came to my house to see what I am doing, and he really taught me how to use this EM solution. And he told me some secrets about the plants also. This bougainvillea plant is one thing which will never get pest.
Okay.
And it will prevent pests coming near them, near any other plant.
So you can keep it as a border plants. The bougainvillea, it can attract pests.
My whole fence is so colorful.
Yes, I have seen
outside it. If somebody passes my house, that fence is full of different colors of bougainvillea.
Yes. Oh, that is another good way of natural way of controlling the pests.
Of, making the garden look beautiful, colors, and then pest-free plants. So the air coming from there and the flowers falling down, leaves falling down, they all create an environment for the pest control.
Okay. So use cow urine as well as
also, very good for that. And this is Mr. Takara told me, and I tried it. It is working. As I told you, I have no pest in my house.
Yeah, I have seen it. That's why that wonder. I would like to know that secret because we all suffer from that.
See, there is so much to learn from people also, their experience. All these things make it a beautiful surroundings to live a good life,
My philosophy is we need to do work with the nature so that nature has got it, so that pests can attract. So we are not killing them at the same time. Then we are also surviving, they will also survive. So that is how it's easy for us to maintain the gardens and live with.
That's why I'm starting with this thing, earthworms.
Exactly.
That small creatures doing such big jobs.
Yes.
We are destroying, starting from earthworms. Then after that, cutting down trees for the sake of development.
Yes.
And the reason they give is, so what? We cut some trees, we will plant double that. I said, those trees must have taken ages to grow. And they are the oxygen providers for us, people. Source of oxygen, the core essence of our life.
That we are cutting down.
And you are cutting them and throwing them. No legal action is taken against these things.
Yes.
So when it is done for some purpose of development, no legal action is taken. And if some massacre somewhere takes place, it will be called a genocide, this thing. It is worse than that.
Yes, it is definitely worse than that. We just need to realize Corona would have taught little bit for the people.
You must have read my article on nurture versus Corona.
Yeah. Very beautifully written, Auntie. I read from your
What
blog.
comes from my heart only I write, and I don't read something else and copy. What comes from my heart, I write.
Yeah.
That makes it genuine. I mean, and my experience with plants.
Hmm. I read from your blog that you give advice to governments in their education policy. Let us know more about it.
Education policy, what happens nowadays, students are encouraged to take computers because we have to encourage children if we want the nature to remain like before. It is destroyed beyond repair now. It will take ages. In our lifetime, we will never see anything like it was before earlier. So I would like to encourage children to learn these things. They are interesting subjects. They don't realize it because learning about something which is around you is more interesting than learning to use a machine. I found it interesting to talk to children of that age when they have to choose a subject. They were showing more interest without knowing what computer and other things are, and they were showing so much interest, and that will help our um, place, government or our country to grow more nature around us. Even they can pass a rule, government can pass a rule when building, when you are constructing a building, at least 1/4 of the building should be left for nature. 1/4 of the area. Rest they can use it for these concrete dabbas, I call them. They are not homes. Homes are different. Homes are with greenery around. They are the homes. But at least 1/4 of that area must be left for nature. Government can pass the rule. But I have requested the government to help these kids, encourage them to take such subjects so that very soon we will find nature loving professionals with us.
Yes.
And they can improve the surroundings much faster.
Yes.
And do research also. They can do more research and how to develop, not introducing all the unwanted things like this that genetic engineering and all that. We should use nature to nature only. Don't try to play with nature, which is wrong. It's a wrong policy, which is created by all chemicals and things like that. Nature has provided all the chemicals needed in there. And Ayurveda has proved it, that from the plants and from the vegetables only, the health can be improved.
Yes.
So it is my feeling. And I come from a family of Ayurvedic doctors. My father, my grandfather, uncle, they were all Ayurvedas. So somehow I got that mindset that it has to be natural.
If education policy changes so that we can get like good engineers where they can work with the nature to constructing, at the same time more activists and more naturalists, more environmentalists, more artists
nature loving professionals. They can use, after they learn all this, they can use new innovations with the computers and things like that. But learning something good for the nature, good for the earth, good for the government, good for themselves. So all these things are necessary according to me. Anyway, what I feel, I write about it, and
you have been
motivated for the results.
You have been motivating kids. How do you do that? Like you,
the municipal schools where the children are just given the necessary education and not much, even not unnecessary also, because I feel sometimes they are denied of lot of opportunities. They are just going to school to get some marks and they are the victims of all these things. So I chose these municipal schools where the children, as I always maintained, we are all equal, always, except that some have money and some have no money. So this is something. When I went there, first thing I did was went to the this headmaster and asked him, give me the date of birth of this is the 7th standard final school leaving certificate they get after 7th standard. So I went to the headmaster, they took all their, because only those children I want, not very young and old are not there anymore. So they are leaving that 7th standard. I combined these 2-3 birthdays, and as a gift to them, as a birthday gift, I used to take one small plant, rose plant, with the compost put in it, how it is being made, and all that. I will talk to them after I give them this plant, and take some small sweets for them on their birthday. Like this, I combined 3 kids together. And went to the school and called these children, wish them happy birthday, and gave them these gifts and talked to them. See, this is nature. You have to preserve it. Today, you cannot take firm actions, just be careful. And I am giving you this gift and nurture it, look after it, water it. I told them how to stir the soil with a kurpi. And then I told them how to make the compost. And all of them, slum children, are living on the ground only. Luckily, they are not living in.
Yeah, they are the lucky ones.
So,
yes.
Yeah. So that helped me, helped them also. So this is how you can make a compost. And they gave them, this is how it looks. 1 fistful of compost put in a plastic bag. I showed them, this is what you can achieve after doing for 2 months. You must have patience for few months. Don't think that it will grow in 1 or 2 days. So they agreed and went back. So next session came after 3 birthdays came. After 3 months, I went there. And one boy is a Muslim student. I don't want to use any religion in this. So that he came, and then he showed me the plant is full of flowers.
Wow.
3 months. The plant was full with roses in it. And the other one came and he showed me it had not so many, but it was living and surviving. One boy came and he showed me. He was standing like this with his head down. I said, what happened? Mera jhaad mar gaya. I said, what happened? ये सब जिंदा है, तुम्हारा क्या हो गया? मर गया? Then I didn't want to disappoint him. I said, don't worry. पहले दफा ऐसा होता है. तो पहला दफा ट्राई करने से ऐसा होता है. तो अभी ऐसा करो, पॉट है, मट्टी है, खाद है, सब है. Now I will give you some tomato seeds. Put those seeds in that and see when how they are growing. And within 3 months, you will be able to tell me the plants have grown and they are growing nicely. You can come next time with your plants and show me. He shook his head and was happy that I didn't abuse him or anything like that. I said, this is how you have to like plants. You have to grow them. You like pets, dogs and all you like. How to behave with the same way plants also behave. Then you will come to know, when you grow up with plants, you will know how they are responding to your feelings. It is the feelings that matter to the
energy
plants
and
the care that you take for. And like that, it went on for some time. And they were happy. And somehow, just my bad luck, I should say, my husband had a problem with his health, and I had to discontinue this process after that. And then I was thinking, then I was down with some age problems, age-related problems. and I could not continue. But still, I don't give up. I said, I still have to do something. As long I can walk, I can talk, I will continue till my last breath.
That is
So
the
this is
inspiration.
my philosophy, and this is what I am doing. That is about the students and the
That
young
is
children, young generation.
that is the inspiration we all should get, Auntie. I'm really, honored and at the same time inspired all the time whenever I read your blog, whenever I talk to you. At this age, that you have determined and decided that, okay, whatever the small impact, whatever the way you can do it, you are doing it.
Thank you, Bhavani. Thank you.
So you are transforming. You're transforming the. You're transforming the community.
I must thank all of you who are spreading my message to the world. Now the technology has been so good. I can reach anywhere I want, that wherever I want. And that is what made me go for computer. Can you imagine? You may not have heard about it also. I am belong to that age when I had not seen a computer in my school or college, anywhere.
Yes.
And when my children grew up only, they wanted to learn computer. I saw a computer. And what it is doing, I never knew. And
that's how I got associated with you also, through the computer, through the internet. I read your blog when I was living in US. And I really got inspired. So I thought, okay, when I visit India, I need to meet you. And I talked over the phone and we
that is why I'm thanking you, because you are coming back to India where your presence is more needed. You know what the situation is here.
Yes. When I work with the kids, and the kids are more interested to work with me than their own teachers in the classrooms, actually. So I have worked with several hundreds of kids.
I was really surprised. People who go there, they settle there and they don't bother about coming back, and they are far away from our country, our way of life. Everything is different. Everything is different. And you definitely, I don't know what you experience, definitely get that respect as a citizen of that place,
What is your daily routine looks like, Sudhaji?
My daily routine, I get up at about 6:30 in the morning.
Okay.
And sleep by 11 o'clock in the night.
Wow.
I in between, I get up. I do pranayam, a few yogic exercises. I have learned yoga.
Okay.
For many years, I was practicing yoga.
That's where
till
you
the
get
age
the
of
energy.
75, I was doing all the asanas.
Okay.
All the asanas. Then I got an attack of kidney stones. And with that, I had to reduce the strenuous asanas like Sarvangasana and all that,
Okay.
But now I am still doing some regular, which gives me. And that has helped me for no joint pains anywhere in the body. At my age.
Yes. That's
everybody complains of knee joints and backache and nothing of that kind. I must thank the Yoga Vidya Dham instructors who have taught me to do yoga, pranayam. And during this pandemic, for a long time, I had not taken any vaccination because I was so worried about getting the reaction. But I have taken now. And there was absolutely no reaction for me.
Yeah.
See, after all, you must have read, no? Corona virus, nature and virus. Immunity is the only solution for all these.
Yes.
And no vaccines or no Lifebuoy soap and everything will cure all these things.
Yes.
See, we can take precautions, but immunity, precautions are better than cure.
Yes. Prevention
you
is always better
follow
than
certain routine like pranayam. It strengthens your lungs, and corona affects the lungs.
Yes.
completely. And
Mm.
oxygen, there is no oxygen. Oxygen cylinders have to be, everything is in now in mechanical, you know.
Yes. Yeah.
So if we had a pure air, pure healthy surroundings, these viruses will not come anywhere near us.
Yes. We can face
But
any
where,
virus.
because who is creating all this?
Mm.
Who is creating?
Mm.
Just give a thought to it. Because who is creating all this?
We are creating and we think we are suffering. But if we can nurture our own body and mind, the environment around us, then we wouldn't have faced these kind of major issues
And then
in the
after
world.
that asanas, I come down and I have my bath.
Mm.
After that, I have my breakfast.
Mm.
And then only I go to the garden. After that's a routine with me.
Okay.
After my breakfast,
Mm.
I put my hearing aid. That was the only handicap I have at this age.
Okay.
This I can see well properly.
Mm.
My teeth are original.
Without glasses, you are able to sit.
Yeah, without glasses, I can see you properly.
Yeah,
See,
that's it.
all this I attribute to my practicing yoga.
Yes.
A
I
calm,
am the living
coolful,
example, Auntie.
compassionate mind, Always. I never get angry with anybody.
Mm.
Never in my life I fought with anybody. All these years, I never get angry with anybody.
That's the beauty of yoga, Auntie. That's a beauty because with the
That is
yoga, you
I
have the balance.
all to the practice of yoga. You know.
Yeah. You get the energy, you get the emotional balance. If you do pranayama, if you do asanas for the physical, so
And
one
love
and all.
for nature, love for life.
Yes.
All these things come from practicing yoga.
Mm. So how many hours you spend in the garden, Sudhaji?
About a couple of hours. There are so many plants,
I know.
One plant to the other, they all like to see me every day. They all like to see me. That where if I'm not there, they express their own way. There is no language for them. No, they express their own way.
It's
there you have been.
Exit.
When I was in the hospital, they were all sulking, and when I came back,
how beautiful they
are. So these are some good things we enjoy in life, Bhavani, and we have to continue it. And I have kept 2 maids whom I treat as my family members. They are happy with me. I give them good food, which I eat, and they give them good money to live. So I am happy with them. They are happy with me. They look after me very nicely, very caring. They bother about my age. They will be always around me. I wish I should not fall and all that, So I am happy with them also. And my children, they are very good children. They wanted me to come and stay with them. You know my feelings for the plants. It is for that reason only. I said, now I cannot leave these children as orphans and go somewhere. You are always there with me. Eat often. I had a very good life as a family. And my children are also, and my grandchildren. One of my grandchildren is following my footprints only. As a child, he used to always be after me when I am in the garden. And one day he sat on that swing which I had here, and then he was saying, I want to be an environmentalist. I said, 6-year-old, what do you mean by environmentalist? Does he understand the meaning? He says, all that you are doing.
Very good.
And today he is doing his PhD in pollution, this what you call atmospheric chemistry. He is doing his PhD in Massachusetts.
Look at that impact you made on him as a kid.
Family is also influenced by this
work
model. But what to do? And they are good children. They are caring. My husband, I lost my husband 2 years back.
I have seen you, Uncle.
2 years back. I miss him a lot. What to do? These are ways of nature. I have to accept it. No point in just sitting and worrying about all these things. It will happen to me also very soon.
You're more content with your life and your lifestyle too.
Yeah. And
That is very
I have
important.
lived a natural life, not worrying so much about money and luxuries. Even when I write about social issues, like some thoughts on Women's Day, some the true meaning of marriage and all that. There is always nature with us, you don't ignore it because we have certain responsibilities.
Yes.
We have to go by that.
And
we cannot treat our mother so badly like this, It is something very crude, I will say.
Without earth, we cannot survive. So unless that is why we have in India the tradition that you really pray for earth. Any older traditions, any age-old ancient cultures, you see that they all pray to the nature. Air, water.
They all pray to nature. According to me, you must have read that article, no?
Yes.
This positive influence of nature.
Yes.
On human mind and body.
Yes.
So you can tell, if you want to spread my message, you can say that here is a blog in which everything is mentioned.
Yes,
according to me, that I believe that nature is God. Visible.
Yes.
People say God is not visible. I say visible. God is visible.
Yes. Through nature, God is visible. Yes.
Visible. And I say nature is religion. Self-explaining. Doing everything for you.
Yes.
Everything without leaving a single thing unattended. Everything is been done. And there are laws of nature. Aging. And going back to nature.
Yes.
Following the laws of nature, we go back again there.
Yes, yes, yes. So that's why my company, I have chosen nurture5, nurturing 5, air, water, soil, that is earth, and forest, and all other living beings. So that's why nurturing 5.
Panchabhutas. That
exactly.
I believe in that. I believe in that. That is something which we cannot say that it is not there. It is there. Who created it? Not you or me.
Yes.
And we all say God is supreme. What is more supreme than nature?
Yes. Yes.
We are only a part of it.
We are part of it, yeah. We cannot.
And we cannot be full. When you are only a part of it, we cannot be supreme. So these are things when, I don't know this, who taught me this or how I learned this. It is all questioning mind, It is a questioning mind. Whenever I feel that I ask a question, I should get a reply for that. So like that, life went on like this, and I am an observer. What is happening around me, I observe. I love little children, they, without my doing anything to them, when I go for a walk, all these little babies, they will give a smile and they will stop their parents to talk to me.
That's the energy. Energy speaks.
I don't know. I cannot explain, but it happens.
I'll move on to the next one. What can a single individual or a common men and women to do help to save the earth as a single individual?
Earth can be saved like this only, by not destroying it.
Yes.
The earth only by not destroying it with chemicals and other unwanted, unfriendly materials with the earth, like nowadays in the name of modernity, a lot of things, plastics, this.
Yes, yes.
Plastic is destroying everything, but we cannot find an alternative to plastic. About that also I had written in my earlier post. It is seemingly very easy to use, very convenient to use. Everybody feels, even I felt.
Yeah,
When
very
I saw a
convenient
plastic
is.
bucket, I never knew that it will create so much of problem on this earth later. But everybody, we all think like this, But only when we face the danger, then we decide, oh, this is not, should not have been done. But what is the other option? There is no other option.
We have to
Earlier days, we lived without plastic. I am one of them.
Yes.
Dukan mein jao, you go to a shop, potli bandh ke in a paper bag or something. They give you something to bring in. You take it and come home.
But you always.
But the paper also is connected with nature. And there is a nice quote saying that do not destroy nature. Written on a paper.
Exactly. Yes.
So irony is there, what to do. But
you can when an individual gets an awareness about using reusable bags, cloth bags or anything can be reusable. You carry that to the store, so that's what I do.
Yeah, cloth bag, jute bag, they all come from nature,
Yeah.
This what you call cotton.
Yeah.
They are all come from nature. We can use all these things. As you were just asking me about earth, how to save earth, We can, and I found paper, plain paper. I don't know what it is made of, cups and tabbas also. But paper is again coming from cutting trees.
Exactly. That's why I recommend and I also practice that we better use reusable. Either it could be a cloth or it could be, if it is a warm liquids, then steel, so that you can use it for many years. So you're not using the disposable. You are transforming the communities to be self-sufficient with this motto, my garbage is my responsibility. So how are you motivating the communities, Sudhaji?
Lot of people are doing it now. The most reasonable thing is that they save a lot of money.
Yes.
Money comes in, everything is accepted because you get good manure for your plants. Otherwise, you go and buy some chemical manure and destroy your plant.
Yes.
How
do you convince them?
Organic manure and you get good fruits, good thing, and it saves you money. It saves you the bother of seeing that littered on the streets. That is what I tell them,
Okay.
Do you want to see the same garbage littered or thrown into a canal or somewhere? So now my latest is this, I told you, that bio-waste. Bio-waste is also very important. You must have read on my blog also.
Yes.
Even after Modi started this Swachh Bharat policy.
So you're transforming the community.
There is a change. I am saying a change, but not enough to see that it is perfect. I am seeing a change in that.
Okay.
And they have read all my blogs and all, that is how they came to me.
Okay.
To see that and gave me the title Self for Society. Dear Sudha Pai, please share your views on these issues, education policy, this policy, that. So I write what I feel. Others also may be writing, but it is up to them to choose what they think is the right thing.
So you're helping the government with your views.
Yes, this I have written actually about this national education policy.
So you designate 2 hours for the visitors. So you entertain visitors also. Every day, a lot of people come. Every day you have.
Now that depends.
But earlier you were able to
come. And you have seen my book, visitors book. So many people have come and then they given their comments. When you came, you have also signed on that book.
Yes.
Remember?
Yeah, I remember. And I got the free plant also. Plants. And we were growing those plants.
I feel very happy to give plants. And this is what makes me very happy, and I feel rich.
Yes, yes.
If riches are considered the ultimate,
Yes.
I feel very rich to give.
And spending time also, your own time, your own personal time you're spending with the visitors and explaining and showing. That is a good, that's a real contribution to the world.
Yeah. And I feel whatever I can do, I feel very humble about it. I am humble to hear people talking. I said, what am I doing? I am a small person. It is, if we have to change the world, all of us have to change.
Yes.
Otherwise, the world
join
will not
together,
change.
join the hands, then you can
So
see the
what
bigger
am I?
impact.
And whatever work I am doing, I do it. And you read the Brute India video, very small video it is. You read that? He said, when I am writing, I am composing a prayer. And when I am talking, I am saying that prayer.
Okay.
And when I am working, I am worshipping nature.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
I worship nature. Because I consider God, nature is God. And I worship nature in my own way, very humble way. So that nature, sabko, I don't ask for anything for myself, but I ask for the world. Just don't let this generation suffer.
Yes, yes.
For want of doing something we are not doing. That is why in the new education policy, I have written that you have to encourage and give them job at that level, that will give them a boost to go up higher further for a diploma course. And from the diploma course, they will go higher for the graduation course and get into innovative type of work, This is how a child can be made to do it. You have to boost them.
Yes.
When they are doing, and it is helping them, helping the society. Both ways it is.
Yes, definitely it's both ways. In the society as well as the world also, not only in particular region. So that message will pass down to the world. So the whole world can change. So what is your...
Only all of us have to change together to change the world, not one person.
Yes, yes.
Not one person can change the world. Like I quoted Mahatma Gandhi also, you be the change which you like to see in the world. Yes. I am following that policy. I am the change.
Me also, I always try to do it, then talk about it rather than, then it comes, that message comes from your heart when you are practicing.
Yeah.
What is what is your precise and short message to a younger generation?
Message is this only, that we have to be all together to change. If the world has to change, we all have to change. Then only the world will change.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's a very millions worth of words that we all should learn from you. And
thank you.
What you have been doing as a single individual, and at the age of 85 years old, and you are doing writing.
I am 86 now. I will be 87 in December. I will be 87 in December.
Yes, so 86 years old, and you have been writing using the internet, writing blogs and Facebook page. That is about the internet part of it, and you're giving a lot of interviews and social media as well as TV channels. At the same time, you are talking to the visitors and inviting the visitors, and you are spreading the message to the communities as well, working with the communities. Yes. And at the same time, you have a different wings to play around. You think you are small and limited to your home, but I don't think the work which you are doing at this age, transforming the communities and interacting with the kids, transforming the kids and schools. At the same time, the international visitors and through the media and through participating in the education policies and the government decisions regarding the nature, regarding the environment. So when I look at it, so these are all like part of you, how much work you're doing as a single individual. So by listening to the podcast, I hope audience can think about it, how one individual can spread their wings if they wanted to really work with the nature and protect and save the environment for our own health, at the same time for our environment around us. And I really, really like this quote. It's like 4 sentences I would love to read for the audience to share these paragraphs from your blog. So let me read.
Okay.
Lastly, on a spiritual note, I believe that nature is God Almighty, visible and omnipotent. Nature is true religion, self-explaining, without any holy books, scriptures, dictates, and showing us the right path to health, happiness, peace, and prosperity. If we worship nature, there will be no negativity in our minds. You will have only love, peace, respect, and compassion for others. We should not forget, with our limited wisdom, that we will come from nature. We should not forget, with our limited wisdom, that we all come from nature and go back there by following the laws of nature. So please see that we do not destroy nature, by which we will be destroying ourselves. This is a great message that beautifully written by you. I got really inspired, so I thought I would like to share. I would like to conclude with 3 things we can take away from Sudhaji's story. That is, as an individual, we can grow our own food. Time and age is not a bar at all. By looking at her own story, listening to her story, seeing her story, we can teach our kids and students growing their own food. Going forward, our action should protect and conserve the nature. We can take responsibility of our own garbage, generate rich compost, and create beautiful gardens and eat very nutrient-rich food. This is the final message to the audience. By listening to this podcast, please take away these 3 main things from her story. Age is not a bar. Again, I repeat, look at her enthusiasm, look at her energy, look at her curiosity to change the world. Thank you very much for listening to my podcast. If you like these videos, inspirational stories in my podcast, please subscribe to my channel, Nurture5. And if you like, and share with others so that we can see a huge, big impact